welcome back to White Fox After Hours.
Welcome.
I'm Scarlett.
And I'm Cody.
And as always, we are your hosts of White Fox After Hours, the official podcast.
Yes, we are. And if you haven't noticed, we've got a new cover. We've taken a new brand shot and it is so much cuter.
Well, it had to have an update, honestly.
Yeah.
We had I think our 2 years ago party collection that we had in it.
Yeah.
And Cody also had blonde hair.
Yeah. And I've been brunette for a year now. So that one definitely needed an upgrade. And we did that. She's looking cute. We had a really fun day taking those photos. We got our hair and makeup done. And yeah, I wouldn't call myself a model, but I do like the lifestyle.
It was quite a nice day and yeah, it was fun. I definitely wouldn't call myself a model. After a few shots, me and Cody got to the last shot and we're like, we're done.
It's really hard. It's very draining.
And then obviously we had to go for a drink. We went and had one drink after.
We did.
Because our makeup
We literally
slaying.
were not going to because we were really tired and we were complaining and being boring. And then we were like, look at ourselves. Look at how drop dead gorgeous we are. We must be seen.
I know.
And I think that's a really good intro for this episode because Scarlett and I have been having really good talks to each other recently. It started on our London trip. We would just chat nonstop 24/7. But I think we came to some really good conclusions. So we thought we should bring it to the podcast. Yeah.
I feel like through our own chat, we got on the plane and we... I think we spoke for 24 hours straight on that plane.
Yeah, I don't know how we did it. Not many people can do that, but it was constant chat about things we've all talked about before.
Yeah. I mean, our favorite thing to do is yap. We're calling it ourselves. We've renamed ourselves and rebranded to professional yappers, which I think is quite true.
I think so too. Basically, what we were talking about is how we want to have a glow up this summer and change our energy because I feel like we have still been slaying, but we haven't really given ourselves the right energy and the right fresh start to kind of slay as much as we could to our full slay potential.
We were slaying, but we weren't slaying to the full potential.
That we are now. Obviously.
I think we just kind of... You know when you go to another country and you just have this whole new energy about you, say you get off the plane to Europe and you just feel I don't know, you just do have a different energy than when you're here. Mm-hmm. And we started just speaking to ourselves and giving ourselves a really good energy. And you always hear people say it. It's when you have a really good energy about yourself, other people feel it, things come. It's all the same to do with manifesting and being on a higher vibration, but we put that to the test and really felt it. And I feel actually seeing it happen for yourself rather than listening to people say it changes things for you. And then you end up being oh my God, I feel like a different person. I can see what's happening when I do have this energy and I'm never going back to not having this energy.
Exactly. So today we're going to give you our tips to just living your best hot girl life, especially for our Aussie gals who are about to go into summer. This is our hot girl summer guide and we're just going to share everything that we've learned, everything that we think that everyone should adopt for the summer and for hot girl winter as well.
Give yourself a bit of a checklist. I mean, I feel it's not really the usual time where people rethink everything, but it is the perfect time because we're going into summer where it kind of is the perfect time to just be feeling yourself and feeling your best self. Mm-hmm. I feel winter you can get a bit down sometimes and I know that's so dramatic, but for us in Oz, when it is hot, you do feel hotter, you feel better, but it's kind of the perfect time to have a bit of a mini circuit breaker and be okay, how am I going to live my best summer?
I actually think it sounds dramatic because in Australia the weather's not bad all year round. However, I feel there is a real energy about summer, especially we're both living in Bondi. Lately in the weekends, walking around, I just feel the summer vibes. It's begun. Summer is here. It's definitely changed.
I've
Things
started
are busy.
my hot girl summer early.
Same. Events are on. Things are happening. People want to be out again. It's exciting. And I feel we're at a really good position for like starting all of that.
I cannot wait for summer. Well, we've
We're
already
here.
started.
Yeah.
I think like the main thing that we want to talk about is obviously there's some things like you can go and have a hot girl summer, but then also keeping your like grounding yourself throughout it because you don't want to burn yourself out. We want a fun, we want a fun season all year round.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's like a few things that we want to talk about today that's like our little checklist of just like wholesome things that you can do throughout. But then also just bringing in the energy of, it sounds weird to say because it's just like being Delulu. And I think it's just also just like backing yourself.
Yeah, it's like the mindset of I can get anything I want. Like literally anything I want, I can go and get it. But also like choosing exactly what you want and like not doing literally every single thing. Thinking about being specific, what energy you want to like bring and then like getting it because we can.
Well, I'm having a yes girl summer.
Yeah.
And it has already started. Like I said to my friends this year, if you ask me to be there, I'll be there. And I already have started.
Yeah.
I had a skin needling session booked this Saturday to have a micro needling where you can't actually wear makeup for the next 3 days. And on Friday, I actually moved it to tonight and went out a weekend.
Yeah. And I love that.
It's the
like Scarlett has a really toxic trait of like really overcommitting to like one lane. So she'll be like, I'm having a completely wholesome weekend. I'm doing a hike. I'm doing my micro needling. And then she'll be like, actually scrap it all. I'm going out the entire weekend.
It's a yes girl summer.
It's a yes girl
It's
summer.
a yes girl summer. I don't have any other explanation than it is a yes girl summer.
Yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for the brat chaos.
Yeah, we're having a bratty summer, but keeping it like a balanced bratty summer.
Yep.
And
I agree.
balance and yes girl summer don't really go hand in hand, but I'm just going to see how.
I think they do because if you're keeping up with the balancing things that we're going to talk about soon as like a little checklist, then you kind of can do both. It's like, I feel like that's how you like maintain feeling good and still feeling hot, but then also like having so much fun and like doing all the things.
Yeah, because you actually can't go all or nothing because I feel like if you just are neglecting all the things that do make you feel good, then you're not going to be able to keep up and you're not going to be in the energy that you want to be in.
Yeah, exactly. And we want to have like what we're after is like a walk into the room, like capture everyone's attention, like thriving energy. And I feel like you need to be in your best self, like physically, mentally, spiritually, all the things to like just walk in and be like just slaying so hard.
My thing is like self-care bookings, and I feel like that's something that I've like really trying to do is like just making yourself feel good and putting that into yourself, like booking things like facials and massages and things like that are going to make you feel good. And it's like that whole thing of also being high maintenance to be low maintenance, like getting your brows laminated, like just doing all these little things and taking like a bit of time out for yourself. Like even for me, my way of looking after myself the other day is I literally was meant to go to Rufus on a boat and I went and had a sauna for 45 minutes and switched off my phone and I felt so good. But it's just like having those little appointments, I feel like every week, or doing things like that for yourself every week that is going to make you feel good. That's one of mine.
For sure. And like pre-booking your appointments, having like reoccurring appointments. So you're always maintaining this level of like, I think that's my toxic trait. I will like always forget to book appointments and then be like, oh my God, like I need to get my nails done and like quickly get it done. But no, it's like maintaining at all times just because it makes you feel good is the best. I think facials is like, that feels like luxury
Top
to
tier.
me. Yeah.
It is luxury and it's luxury I'm happy to invest in at the moment.
If you can, like it makes such a difference. I just want gorgeous glowing skin, like glowy makeup, but like not, it's like no makeup is what I think.
Well,
hot
being
girl
able to go to the
summer
beach
is.
and like just feeling good, like you've got your brows laminated. I want to invest in like lip tattooing, you know, the
lip
like
blushing?
liner, lip
Yeah.
blushing. I think that's something that I'm gonna do soon, and then just doing like a few other things. That's like like it was also like feel good, look good, like. There's like still eating healthy and like staying in that kind of thing, even when you are being a brat. But just like keeping like that kind of routine, like you're eating and exercising, because that's going to make you feel good in your skin as well.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we've spoken about this a lot, but like keeping whatever exercise routine you enjoy and like actually something you enjoy is like, I feel like that's what really does it for me.
It makes you feel so good.
Yeah.
Like you need to have some type of routine. I feel like because we are so busy, sometimes we do struggle with that, but we literally notice such a difference in ourselves. Just like even, I don't know, half an hour walk in the morning. That's literally all you need.
My head needs it. Like my brain fog in the morning. If I go straight to work from like waking up, I'm just not
You're
the
not in a
same
good
person.
mood.
Like no. If you can do morning exercise, like even literally a walk, I feel like it makes such a difference to your mental state and sanity. Like I actually think I need it now.
Literally same. Like my morning walk, that's like a must thing. That's a must thing for me. More sleep. I feel like that's something that I've changed.
Yeah.
And I know we're not like, everyone's like, get 8 hours sleep. That's not doable for everyone. I feel like something that I've incorporated into my life is focusing on sleep more, and it has really helped my life.
This is a focus for me. I definitely don't get enough sleep.
Well, Cody's out here doing full-time uni and full-time work.
Yeah, not for long. I graduate in like literally a few weeks.
So exciting.
But yes, sleep is something that I really want to focus on because I feel like when you wake up from a good sleep, you just feel so much better. Like it honestly makes all the difference. And also something that I'm trying to not do as much is, I think I actually have spoken about this on the podcast ages ago. No, having coffee on an empty stomach, anything that spikes your like cortisol and like I can be quite an anxious girly sometimes, and I feel like anything that spikes my anxiety in the morning, I'm trying to reduce.
Yeah. No, that's a big one. I have not been as good with that. I used to be really good with that.
Yeah, you did. That was like a thing that you used to do a lot.
And now I don't know where that went. I think it's just hard for me. I love my morning coffee and walk. Like walking without a coffee is criminal behavior to me.
I know.
I hate it. Maybe I need to start having decaf. Feels like a waste. They do say that.
I try and have like food not long after at least, so it's not just like having my coffee and then like going the whole day until like lunchtime without it. Like that's not good for anyone.
Agree. Another one for me is like mood boarding. I know that it's not really the time of year to do it, but I did do it recently, and I feel like it does just make you be like, okay, this is like what I actually want, because I feel like sometimes you can just get into the rat race of like, I don't know, just doing things without actually having a meaning behind it or not actually knowing what your kind of goals are.
Yeah.
And I feel like even though it's a weird time of year to do it, I recently did it, and I don't know, it just makes you know what you want more. You can see it a bit more clearer than just, I don't know, going with things every day and not making conscious decisions about what you actually want.
Yeah, I agree. I always do mine in like New Year's time, which I feel like is a time that most people do it. But I actually think doing it like at this point or like in the middle of the year or whatever is really good because you kind of lose track.
Well, things change as well. Like I feel like things that would have been on my mood board then I've got now. And it's like a year's a long time for that all to happen. Like what if you've already got all that and then you're like, okay, what do I – like things change in a year. We filmed this podcast a bit differently a month ago and we've gotten rid of it because I don't associate with myself a month ago.
We were literally saying like, does anyone else do this? But we literally rebrand ourselves like every few weeks.
Genuinely.
Like, I feel like every few weeks I'm like, I don't really associate with who I was before. I feel like I have new goals now, new values, and I'm a completely different person. I don't know who that is.
Literally.
Like, is that toxic of us?
Maybe. We're young.
Maybe.
I'm just a baby. I'm just a baby.
We're not going to be able to blame that, our behavior on that for much longer, but going with it for now. Yeah, I don't know if that is normal, but I feel like maybe because we're like, me trying to justify this, but maybe because we're around social media and like all the changing trends all the time, we feel like
we're trending. We're on trend. What's on trend this week?
What's on trend this week?
What's on trend this week? Sorry. Brat girl summer. Got to go out and stop being wholesome. Yeah. Actually, I wanted to be a clean girl. Now I want to be a brat.
Yeah.
I want to be both. I want, like I said, balanced brat is really to my core what I want to be.
Okay, what would you say the balanced brat aesthetic
My balanced brat aesthetic is like, do you want me to talk you through a week?
Yeah.
Okay, so like Monday to Friday, we are meal prepping, we're going on walks, we're going to the gym, we're getting to bed on time.
Like, so full Monday to Friday, no bratty behavior?
No. Well, like, I mean, if something fun pops up, I'm not opposed.
Yeah.
But like we're in our routine mainly, you know, like we're still in routine unless there's like obviously something pops up, a fun dinner here and there, whatever it is.
Which you can do because you've been so balanced all week.
Yes. And then I feel like Saturday, if there's plans, I'm going to be there and I'm going to have fun. Sunday, I feel like it's just like still maintaining your routine a bit. I mean, my balanced brat behavior hasn't been as much meal prepping on a Sunday anymore. Like I've been going for a drink on a Sunday afternoon, but like balanced brat is like not getting like, I don't know, you're going out and you're having fun and you're saying yes to everything, but you're not being too crazy that you're not fulfilling your week. I think that's what it means to me.
Yeah.
And you still have your routine.
Yeah, and you're still like working towards things and like
you're working on yourself still.
Yeah. A mindful brat.
A mindful brat, some may say.
Yeah.
What's your vibes?
I think to me, a mindful brat is just being like a mix of self-aware and prioritizing yourself, and then also prioritizing life being just fun.
Yes.
So I feel like you do have to like compromise with some things with being a mindful brat. So you like, as we've said, it's like, it's about balance. We're doing our things through the week. We're keeping to our routine. But then when it gets to the weekend,
but maybe we're not meal prepping on a Sunday.
Maybe we're not. Maybe we're going to the new bar that's just opened in Bondi. Maybe.
If you ask me to, I will, because it's a yes girl summer. It's just having fun, isn't it? Like, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. And like, summer's not really the time to be setting massive new goals where you're doing 75 hard, you know?
No, I feel like we've been grinding this year. It's been like, I feel like wintertime in Australia is always like, it feels like it's a bit boring. Like you've been putting in the work and now.
Like we've been here this whole time.
Not that I've been here ever. But I feel like now it's just time to like have fun. And like, honestly, when you have that mindset of having fun, I feel like more opportunities come your way.
I've had so many opportunities coming. Like I've switched it up and things have been coming. But that's actually what we want to talk about right now.
Yeah.
Is having that kind of energy. I don't know if we can even say what our
I think we have
is.
to. I don't know how this started.
Just to preface this isn't actually what we go out. Well, it is. We're
we
embodying
literally
this.
said this
what
to ourselves so many times.
We're embodying this energy, I suppose, is what you would say, more than like us actually being like, oh, this is what we're going around saying and believing. We're trying to embody the energy. Are we going to say it together? You say it.
Okay, well, Scarlett and I have developed this new mantra and it's really, really worked for us. So we would recommend everyone to also take it on. Every girl wants to be us and every boy wants to date us.
It really works. Like embodying that and just going out and just being like, and then we're like, we just slay.
Yeah. And it sounds like really self-centered, but that's kind of the energy that you need to like back yourself. Like you kind of need to lie to yourself and be like if you actually don't believe that about yourself, which not many people would, you really just have to keep telling yourself and lying to yourself until you actually believe it.
I think it is just like retraining your brain a bit to be like, and like to break it down a bit, it's just like you can have whatever you want, like, and if it doesn't want you, then you don't want it. But like it's just like I feel like sometimes we're in life, you kind of forget what you're doing, and sometimes we are just like at the grind and not actually taking a step back and being like, oh my God, like we actually have a really cool job and we do really cool things. And like, obviously people would be like, oh, that's really cool looking at that. But will you just forget that?
I know. I think it's because it's so easy, and like the most successful people in the world probably do this, but it's so easy to just look at the negative first and be like super self-critical. And I feel like we do that a lot, and we're like constantly thinking like, what can we do better? Next thing. Like we could have done that better, blah, 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 blah. But really like looking at all the things that you've actually done and like being so grateful for everything is so important. I feel like we are quite good at like doing our gratitude and everything, but we don't often like praise ourselves for being like, oh my God, like that was really cool. You did a good job at that. And that's so important because like you really need to build yourself up and like remember who the hell you are.
It literally changed our life. Like every day we were over there. Like at the start we were kind of like laughing like, oh my God, us saying this, but we're like, everyone wants to date us. Everyone wants to be us. Everyone wants to date us. Everyone wants to be us. And just embodying that, like the changes, it really works. Like
Scarlett and I were being stopped on the streets like every
Seriously.
day.
Like genuinely, like people being like, oh my God, where's your outfit? Like I was like we were getting our nails done, like boys blowing kisses through the window.
It was insane.
Like the energy that came back when we were putting that out, we were like, whoa, this is what people talk about when they say to like go out with that energy. It literally, the energy that you put out literally comes back, and I cannot like preface that enough.
It's like literally so true. And it's like holding yourself to the standard that you deserve. Like you actually deserve to be up here. Why are you behaving like you're down here? Like you need to like raise the bar and be like, actually, this is what I deserve, and I'm not accepting anything less than that. And if they're actually, this is a good point too, if you are dealing with people that are like operating in this kind of low level area, cut them off. Cut them off. Like
it really like you need to, and not accepting that energy.
They're holding you back. Like you might think that you're just like keeping them there as like a little placeholder. No, they are holding you back from whatever it might be. Your future husband, your next job, your like your best friend or whatever. Like that's around the corner, and this person is literally like holding a stop sign in your face.
We've been talking about this in dating a lot, and like not accepting certain behaviors because I feel like it does happen sometimes, like, and when you're not in this energy of like I deserve more and I want more, and putting out that higher energy where you can be accepting things because you're like, oh well, they're hot. Like I'm just going to accept this behavior of them, when it's just like, actually no, like you can get more, and you're not going to get more until you ask for it. And like if I feel like dating now, this is like turning into dating, but dating now is so hard where girls are just accepting bare minimum, which means people think that they can give that to you.
Yeah.
And until you ask for more, that's all people are going to give you, because people are lazy.
Yeah, they literally are. And also I feel like people don't sometimes know that that's what you want. Like you do have to kind of tell them. Like obviously there's certain situations where you'd want them to already know certain things, and like everyone has their own set of like values in a relationship, but you kind of do have to ask for what you want. And I feel like
give them a chance to step up. Until you do, you're not actually going to get that, because people are just going to give you the bare minimum until you do expect more for yourself. And I feel like being on this higher energy and vibration is what's going to make you realize that you do deserve that and you want that.
Yeah, I 100% agree. My friends and I have also been saying this new thing. And actually, we started saying it in the UK. But I feel like when something happens to you that's great, or like someone shows you something and you're like, oh, that's amazing. Like, wow. We're not saying like, oh, I can't believe that happened. As they should.
As they should. I've taken this off.
I just keep saying it. I'm like literally, yeah, whenever anything happens, I'm like, as they should. That's what I deserve.
Yeah.
At last. At last.
No, we seriously had this whole energy while that we discovered, and we were like, oh my God, we've figured out the secret, and we must tell the After Hours listeners this secret.
Yeah.
But yeah, just putting out this energy and expecting more, the as you should energy, and that everyone's obsessed vibes.
Yeah.
Changes your life.
It
like you
does.
actually, and it is just that whole thing of manifesting back to that.
Yeah. It really is like law of attraction. Like you just, if you're operating up here, really good things are going to come.
People are
like
going to
high
meet
quality
you there.
thing. And also I think something that we've spoken about before, but especially going into summer, it's like being excited about everything. Like everything is an opportunity for more to come. And if you're feeling kind of stagnant right now, it's like you don't know who you're going to meet. You don't, like, everything could change like next week.
It is the most exciting thing. Like I feel like especially being single in your 20s, and just like it is so exciting. Like literally anything can happen. You don't know who you're going to meet. You don't know what's going to happen on the, like you don't know.
Yeah.
And like you can just go out and just be like, oh my God, what's going to happen tonight? Like I'm so excited. And for sometimes that might just mean like a fun night with your friends. Like this weekend I went out and I was like, I don't want to talk to any boys. I just want to dance with my friends all night, and had the most fun night. But it's just like going out and like literally anything can happen. You don't know. You could end up doing something really fun.
Yeah. And you will, because we're having a fun Brat Girl summer and fun things happen to us and everything's exciting and we deserve the best, and as they should.
As they should. But I feel like it is just like having that excited energy and going out like just adds into it, because you do, like it does just make things happen. And I feel like also just going out with an energy of like ask and you shall receive.
Yeah, that's so true. I feel like you're really good at that.
Cody doesn't agree with me on sometimes on the ask and you shall receive.
No, I agree with you. Sometimes I'm too scared to ask, but like ask and you shall receive. Scarlett has proven this to me time and time again.
Yeah, literally.
I feel like what I have done in the past anyway is like I've been scared to get a no, so I've not even tried to ask. But like a lot of the time you
It's
will
a yes.
get a yes. Yeah. And like if you don't ask, you don't get. So I'm inspired.
We're going into the summer with a lot of good energy.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's just, I'm excited.
Even sitting here, I'm like, I feel like when we recorded, because we did record this episode a month ago, we were not the same people. I feel like we have this new energy and it's like, I feel like we're just so much more like positive, happy, and like just ready for what's coming next.
I know, changing your mindset, it literally changes everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like it is so crazy. Like you can go into, and I feel like you can just change it every day. Like you just do need to be like that. Like wake up every day and just be like, I'm going to have the best day. It's not that deep. Good things happen to me.
Yeah.
I slay.
That's true. Actually, you do need to repeat it every day because this isn't something that you can be like, and now I slay. Like you need to be like thinking about it, doing like these affirmations every single day, or like just reminding yourself every single day of all of this stuff, because I feel like it's easy to lose it as well. And you're not going to have this every single day. Like you're going to have your days.
Things happen. Like I've like had things happen since I've come back where I'm like, oh, that didn't make me feel good. But I think it is about like disconnecting from certain things and certain situations. Like sometimes someone will present you with acting a certain way towards you, specifically like I feel like in dating, and that can get you down as well. And I've obviously like gone from like being like that in London and then coming back and having certain situations that haven't made me feel that good. But I feel like it's disconnecting from it. And like if you're gonna act like that, I don't actually want it.
Yeah,
I don't actually want anything from you. And half of the time they'll be back giving more. But like either way, it's like just not accepting what you don't want and disconnecting from it. It's like you can give me more if you want, but if you don't, then I don't mind.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that disconnecting is really important because it's like things are disappointing sometimes, but it's like when you really look at it and you got to like take a step back from it and be like, do I actually want that? Or am I just like, is my ego just bruised?
Yeah, well, it can be an ego bruise, but it is also like our life is so good.
Yeah, you need
It's
someone to like match it.
If you're not, like, I don't need anyone to make it not as good.
Yeah, that's so
like,
true.
I don't need that kind of energy around. So I think, yeah, going in with these mindsets, and it might be different for everyone. For us, this has really worked. And obviously you're going to have to find a mantra or something that speaks to you.
You can use ours.
You can use ours.
It does work.
It really does work. Honestly, people blowing us kisses through the window.
Yeah, that really proved it to me.
Us for dinner on the street.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, yeah, it can work for anything. And it is like also like just situations of people coming up to you and be like, oh my God, and like things working out for you. It's not just all to do with dating. But yeah, I feel like sit down and like find yourself a new mantra that's going to speak to you and that's going to make your energy higher. And like affirmations, it can be the same as ours. They do really work.
And then I feel like from that, then you can do your vision board that like really encompasses all of that energy. And that is like a way to like cement it.
Yeah.
And then maybe set like some actual goals for yourself as well within that. Because I feel like things that you can like practice every day or like think about every week or whatever, like that actually holds you accountable. But overall, it's just the mindset.
It is a mindset. It's an energy thing. And like you can feel the different energy. I feel like, yeah, like Cody said, from us a month ago to now, we just did it at the same time, I feel like, because we just really like,
it's because we were
embodied
together.
it. We were together for 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks. We didn't have a choice.
We were together 24/7 for 2 weeks. Not many people can do that.
Yeah, I know. But I feel like that's kind of like covered everything we wanted to talk about. Like, I hope you guys got a good insight of our little brain rot.
It is a brain rot. Me and Cody were saying, like, when we're away, we kind of just get into this thing where we're together for so long and we never shut up, which is a weird thing. Like, we're never really just sitting there not talking.
I feel like we talk nonsense with each other.
Yeah,
like,
it turns into nonsense.
Like, will just spit random things. I don't even know what I'm saying. Like, it's just actual nonsense.
Like we're just repeating each other half the time. But yeah, I don't know. We had some good energy come through and we just wanted to share that with our listeners because go into summer like us just having this new fun energy and good things are coming.
Good things are coming. I'm excited for us. I'm excited for everyone. I'm really excited for this summer.
Yeah.
And as we should.
As we should. Thank you for listening and we hope you enjoyed this episode and us being back in your ears after all of our amazing guests, honestly. We had so much fun filming with everyone.
Yeah, we did. Honestly, like every time we get an amazing guest, we're like, this is crazy. How is this real?
I know. I'm excited for we have so much more coming up. And make sure you subscribe and download wherever you get your podcast and go check out our new After Hours cover.
Yes. And make sure you follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at White Fox After Hours. And we'll see you next week.